this is Ancient Domains of Mystery. I haven't recorded myself playing this for a while, but I fancy doing one of the quests that I haven't done for many years, and that's the puppy quest. So we're going to start a new game, and the puppy quest is a quest that you have a short period of time from the start of the game to complete. So we're going to be relatively low level when we attempt this, so the ideal character to have is somebody who's tough straight away, so a troll of some sort would probably be quite good, or a fighter, something like that. But I'm going to have at least one go with a random character, so let's see what we get. Let's hope we get something tough, and we've got a chance. If we get something weak, I think we're going to struggle, but it might be fun trying. So, a mist elf healer. Okay. We might have a problem here. So I'll choose that the normal talents I go for are alert, and then something else. So I think we probably want either some strength or some toughness. I think toughness might help. And oh, we need a name. Misty. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to the little village, and we need to pick up the quest. Actually, let's check our inventory first. So we've got a nice mithril scalpel, braces of defense, anything useful? Oh, some potions of extra healing, so they might be useful. 61 gold pieces. So actually, let's buy some food first. It's always a good idea to stock up on rations for leaving. How much money do we have? 61, so we've only got enough for one of these. Let's pay for everything. Right. So we need to find the tiny girl. She's the one that's going to give us the quest to find her dog. She'll be around somewhere. I should recognise her when I see her. She can be hiding in buildings as well. We'll go search those out in a minute if we don't find her. Ah, here we go. So we'll talk to the tiny girl. So if you see my little doggy, it disappeared. Will you get it back? There are bad things in the cave. Yeah, I'm sure there are. Bad things that are going to try and chop me up into little bits, I'm sure. So the cave is up here, very close to the village. Ooh, a book. Can we... How's our literacy? It's not bad. It might be worth picking that up. There's a possibility we might be able to learn a spell. That went quite well. Just out of curiosity, can we read this? Yes, using the ice ball spell. Oops. The spellbook exploded in a ball of fire, and we died. Okay. On reflection, maybe I shouldn't have tried to read that spellbook, because we weren't a spellcasting class, but I was surprised it worked first time. That ice ball spell would have been very useful if we came across anything tough. Okay. That was feeble. Let's have another go. We can't end there. We have to have another go. Let's go for a random character again and see what we get. Oh, another mist elf. Why another mist elf? Now we're a mist elf priest. Oh well, so at least we are a spellcaster. So I can't go with Misty again, can I? Let's go for Mr. Roo. So let's do exactly what we did. Check the inventory. Oh, look at that elven chainmail. Now that is a lot better. Those leather boots look good too. And we've got a longbow and arrows. Now this character is well equipped. Got a harp. Might be useful. Spellbook of Cure Light Wounds and Spellbook of Light. They're going to be very useful. But let's buy some food. And let's find the tiny girl. If everybody could pretend that that first one didn't happen, that'd be very useful. I wonder if she's over here again. Yeah, she is. Oop. So, I'll find your dog. But before we leave the village, I'm going to read these spell books. I can read them till they disappear. I'm getting lots of reads out of that light book. How about Cure Light Wounds? I suspect, as a Mist Elf, we're going to use this Cure Light Wounds book a lot. So we've got loads of casts of light, a decent number of casts of Cure Light Wounds. So let's leave this place. We found the cave. And we found the downstairs straight away. But let's explore this cave, because we could find some equipment. And we might get a little bit of experience as well, which will all be useful. Oh, I'm taking damage off a frog. Oh no. So we've only got 10 hit points. Mist Elves are so tough. What's our weapon? Why are we struggling to... a club? Is that all we've got? We need to find a better weapon. There we go. So that door is locked. I don't suppose we have detect traps, do we? No, we don't. So do we kick it open? There's a possibility there might be a trap, but there might be some useful equipment here. It's no great loss if we lose another character straight away. Good. I'd love to find a weapon of any sort. It must be better than this club. Almost anything will be better than this club. Cursed Enormous Tomb. Let's read it. No alignment. That is of no use at all. So I'll read that one until it disappears. Come on, just disappear. Oh, I don't know why I guess reading helps train some of our skills. Because our literacy is at 100, but I think it helps concentration as well, which we can still increase. I don't really want to carry it around because it's not going to be any use. Oh, I forgot we've got a bow and arrow, haven't we? That'll be very useful. And some food. If you come across something tough, we'll have a go with the bow and arrow. But if we can't find a better weapon, it's always useful to pick up a few points in this club. We can eat that corpse. There we go. Oh, what's that? Is that a cat? That's a cat. I do not want to upset the cat. Hopefully it's just going to ignore me. Let's close the door. Good. We've gained a level. So, what's going to be useful? What's going to be useful? Healing is probably going to be useful. First aid might be useful. Dodge might be useful. Oh, we've got 5 improvements. So let's have... What doesn't level up on its own that quickly? Alertness, we'll have some of that. Concentration will level up kind of on its own. Detect item status will kind of do the same. Dodge is useful. First aid might be useful. Let's put a point into healing. And we've got one more. Probably let's put it into concentration. There we go. We feel studious, so we just increased our learning. That's good. That's a very early stat increase. Okay, so we fully explored this level. Unfortunately, we did not find a weapon. So let's go back to the stairs. And we'll head downstairs to level 2. Maybe you've got a weapon. Yep. Best thing about being a priest is that most of the time you can see whether any weapons that you find are... Oh, right, this is a bit nasty. Let's get out of the way of both of them. So we've only got to fight one at the same time. Okay. Yeah, being a priest, you can see whether any weapons that you find are cursed or blessed, which is very useful to know. This null's tough. Let's try this bow and arrow. Yeah, there we go. That bow and arrow is going to be helpful. No, I mean normally I wouldn't use it in close quarters like that, but I had a feeling it might do more damage. So what is it worth increasing that isn't already near its max? Let's have some more detect item status then. Support healing. Some herbalism. That's near its max. I have a bit of climbing. That's near its max. There's plenty of room in that. Necromancy. Oh, and another talent. So I like going for... Because we chose Alert at level 1, we can now choose Miser, which means we tend to find more gold, which is always helpful. And there's some gold. Now I'd quite like to find the downstairs. Oh, here we go, straight away. Because, you see that message there? You hear grinding sound in the distance. There's an ant's nest somewhere on this level, on level 2 of the Puppy Cave, and I don't think we're tough enough to take on the ants. We don't have any offensive spells, so we're going to ignore them. Go down here. What we're trying to do is to complete the puppy quest. We need to find the puppy before, I think, 4 days have passed. And then we need to lead it back to the little girl. If we arrive after 4 days have passed, then the puppy is dead. No, this is a... I'd quite like to open that door. I hope it doesn't have a trap. Good. Still want to find a better weapon than this club, because this is rubbish. Ah, you sense a certain tension. That means there's a tension room somewhere on this level, which is a room full of monsters. So hopefully it'll be nice low-level stuff, like maybe a room of rats or something, which would be a good place to pick up some experience. Your health increases, that's another good early stat bonus. Ooh, a book. Let's find a nice little spot to read it. Neutralize poison. Now that might be useful. If we get poisoned, that means we don't have to be quite as scared of spiders as I would be otherwise. Oh, a friendly rat. Fine. Leave you alone. Oh, suddenly you stand elsewhere. There must have been a teleport trap. Yes, there we go. A teleport trap. What have we got in here? Another book. We are doing very well at finding books. And a helmet. Brilliant. Excellent. And some food. And an altar. What kind? That is a neutral altar. And we are also neutral. So that'll be very useful as well at some point. But let's read this book. Cure serious wounds. Now that's an excellent find. So we've got cure light wounds and cure serious wounds. They can be very useful, I expect. We might, if we come across anything we want to sacrifice, we might have a go at sacrificing a monster. I wonder if this is the door for the tension room. Don't want to kick it open. Let's have a go. Phew. The door falls in your direction, you barely evade it by jumping backwards. Ah, yelping war cries welcome you, but these are kobolds, who I believe are chaotic, which means I can lead all of them onto this altar and sacrifice them to my god. And then we'll gain some piety, which is always helpful, because gods can heal you. This is an excellent find. I guess we could be picking up weapon marks instead with our club, but we're not going to keep this club for very long, so I don't think there's that much point getting lots of practice with it. Got a few more to sacrifice. What this also means, now we've got lots of piety, when all these cobbles have gone, we'll be able to bless that potion of water we found and make holy water, which we can use to bless items, which again is very useful. And they're shooting lots of arrows as well, which we'll be able to use for our bow. This is going well. This may not be the most interesting part of the video, so feel free to skip forward until I've moved away from this area. I look forward to seeing what all these items are, but I expect most of them are arrows. But that works for me. I like lots of arrows. How many got? Still got a few more. So, at the moment, the god of balance is very close to you. If at any point that says extremely close, then if I pray to the god, I'll be crowned and receive a crowning gift, which would be absolutely incredible at level 3. Balance favours you. Oh, maybe, so maybe there's another level. I think you have to be... Oh, whoops. Oh, look out. There's a weir-rat. Let's dispatch that weir-rat. But I want to keep on sacrificing the cobbles. Is the weir-rat chaotic? Probably is. But I think we want to kill it as quickly as possible before it summons more rats. There we go. Phew. So if it keeps on saying just balance favours you after we've got rid of all these cobbles, I might try praying just in case I picked up enough piety, but I'm pretty sure it's I'm sure I have to wait until it says extremely close. Or that used to be the wording anyway. Maybe it's changed. Things keep on changing in ADOM. It's still being updated. Any more? Oh yeah, there's a few more. This is an excellent start to a game. I had no confidence at all when I rolled another missed elf. Balance favours you greatly. That must be enough. We'll keep on going until all the cobbles are gone. Then we'll have a go. Okay. So, if I pray now, what's going to happen? You pray to balance. Your prayer remains unheard. Oh, so you must need a bit more piety. That's a pity. That's a big pity. But I think we're very close. So let's just pick up all these things. Arrows, don't want those wooden sticks. Actually, let's just move them off the altar. And drop them here. What else we got? Some arrows. Some arrows. Some arrows. An arrow. One arrow. Some arrows. Arrows, arrows. Arrows, arrow. Arrow. Arrow, arrow. Arrow, arrow. Alright. Fine. So if we find any other monsters, we might lead them to that altar and see if we can sacrifice them. See if we can get a croning gift. But let's carry on with the actual purpose of this, which is to go and find the cute dog. Ooh, these are quite tough. So let's try and weaken it a bit with the bow and arrow. There we go. Killed it. Increased the level. So I have a bit of concentration, a bit of detect item status, a bit of first aid, a bit of healing, a bit of herbalism. What's that? Oh, that's just a normal orc. We can take care of that one with our club, hopefully. Yeah. Oh, I should have been sacrificing them. Okay, well let's sacrifice you, come on. You goblin chieftain. I'm pretty sure we can sacrifice you, and you look like an ogre. Oh, a large orc. Or whatever. I'll sacrifice you as well. Ah. Clawbug. Let's get rid of that clawbug. Go. Don't like clawbugs. Don't like clawbugs at all. They ignore armour. And we're doing quite good for armour. Right then, large orc. Oh, I hate large orcs, they're so tough. There we go. And goes Null Corpse. I'll just eat that. Pick that arrow. We have to have another arrow over here as well. So I don't think we can sacrifice that bat. Oh, I think it's friendly anyway. Ooh, that's a swordsman. They can be quite tough. So let's use the bow and arrow. Ah, so that was the teleport trap. So we want to get back to the stairs. So there's no point going that way. So we might as well activate this teleport trap, because we're almost certainly going to end up closer to the stairs than we are now. So I think that's Control T. Yes. There we go. Oh, what are you? A giant lizard. I don't think I can sacrifice a giant lizard. But because it's neutral. If you're neutral, you have to sacrifice things that are either lawful or chaotic. Oh, it's tough though. It's tough. This is why I need a better weapon. Maybe I'm better using the bow and arrow. Yeah. Even from short range, the bow and arrow is better. Tough things. Right, which corridor do we want? The bottom one. I think, yeah. I don't think we found any weapons at all yet, which is absolutely incredible. Lots of arrows, but no melee weapons. Oh god, this thing's tough too. Let's try the bow. There we go. Ooh, another book. You've done very well with books here. Cure disease. Okay, that's not that useful. Oh, there's a sense of certain tension here as well. Oh, no. So we kick the door open. The long bow is ripped apart. That is a disaster. That is an absolute disaster. And the hooded cloak is gone. I can live with that. But that bow was incredibly useful, and we haven't got any other missile weapons. That's a problem. That is a big problem. Let's see what's on this level. Okay, lots of undead. Let's see if this pathetic club is good enough to kill them all. Surely we're going to pick up a weapon from this lot. Surely we will. Let's have some alertness. Bit of climbing. Take that to 100. Bit of dodge. Bit of first aid. If we wipe out all of these skeletons, and there isn't a weapon there, what have we got? Ah, we got a metal cap. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing of use. And a load of bones. Unbelievable. Ooh, there's something. I mean, almost anything is going to be better than this club, with the possible exception of this short sword I've just picked up. Oh, there we go. Uncursed short sword of devastation. Good numbers. Oh, what's happening? Oh, your skin is destroyed by the touch of impure metal. Oh yeah. I forgot. We're a mist elf. We can't use metal items. Do I need gloves? I think I probably need gloves. I don't have any gloves. Oh. So the club's probably okay, because it's probably made of... the club's probably made of wood. So we need to find some gloves. Oh shit. The gelatinous cube paralyzes us. So we need a missile weapon. I don't have a missile weapon, so we're just gonna have to let it paralyze us until we kill it. This is not the best way to deal with those, but it worked in the end. So if we can find some gloves, we've got a brilliant weapon. Oh yeah. Oh, some tough. These are tough, aren't they? Large knoll. This is a problem. We're bleeding. But we've got the spells, Cure Light Wounds. But we've got no other way of taking this guy out other than just ploughing into him. So let's cast Cure Light Wounds. Let's go berserk. And see if we can get rid of this guy. See, this is the problem when we come up with something tough, against something tough. This weapon is so feeble that we can't really scratch them. Oh, another book. We're doing very well on books here. Slow poison. So we've got something very similar to that already. So this isn't very useful. So there's a little bit of this level we haven't explored, so let's have a look there just in case we find a nice weapon. Or a bow would be useful. What do we want? We want some gloves, a weapon, or a bow? Crossbow. Not very useful. I'll pick up the short sword just in case it's amazing. Let's just check. Short sword of the eagle. Don't know what that means. Let's drop it. Ah, actually, let's try that. Oh no, the metal cap will hurt us as well, won't it? Ah dear. Well, there's no point carrying that metal cap, because we're never going to put it on. So we'll keep that short sword of the eagle, just in case that's useful. Oh, we're hungry. Well, we're carrying around some food. Cursed hat. Ooh, a dark room. Somebody's in there. Is there a way out? There's a few people in there, I think. Ah, it's a rat. Ah, there's a wee rat. So there's probably lots of rats in the dark room. That's why we were struggling to move around in it. Level 6. We're rocketing through the levels. So if only we can find a decent weapon, we're sorted. But we're struggling with that at the moment. So let's go with find some more treasure. Hopefully that treasure will involve good weapons. Ooh, let's pick up that large ration. Might as well eat that rat corpse too. And we'll eat that one. Now is there a way through this room? There's another rat. Oh, it's just full of rats, isn't it? Let's not bother. Let's not bother. Oh, we do that one too. Ooh, a ring. Silver ring. Is that going to hurt? Let's find out. Ring of protection. Yeah, we don't seem to be being damaged from that. Must be because it's made of silver and not iron. So that was a good find. Ah, for rats. I just want to see if there's something on the other side. And we are picking up a few good items from here. Oh, this corridor's dark. Oh, hang on. We've got light spell. There we go. There we go. Why didn't I do that for? So we've picked up quite a lot of food now, but we don't need it all. We're going to drop some near the stairs just before we go down. Let's go. Oh wow, mortally wounded. Gee. We were hit for 26 damage. Let's cast Cure Light Wounds. And let's cast Cure Serious Wounds. Wow. Oh my god. How is this guy taking so much health off? I don't think Raiders are that tough. Oof. Wow. So we'll just... oh, what's that? That's a doppelganger, isn't it? Yeah. Confused. Okay, we'll just heal up a little bit. Let's drop this, one of these large rations. Let's drop that short sword of the eagle, because we don't need that. Let's drop one of these large rations, because we don't need that. Oh, Han, how'd you just drop one of them? Oh, I've just dropped everything. Right, let's pick everything back up. How do I just drop one of something? All or most? Drop most? Can I drop most? Ah, drop slash sum. Ah, see, so I do a capital letter, I see. Right, so if I do a capital F instead of a small f, there we go. Right, got it. Fine. So let's heal up. Let's do a few casts of Cure Light Wounds. We'll get slightly better at casting that spell as well. Actually, that's pretty good. So before we go down to level 4, I think that's a good place to stop this video. And we'll try and save the puppy next time.